This is Robert with Pioneer Smokehouses, and today's video is part 3 of a smoking ribs video. This part is finishing. The previous part was smoking, so if you missed that, I'll put a link right up there. Go back and watch that one, or you can go start from the beginning with this link here. Now, let's go ahead and recap where we are. We just finished the ribs to the final stage. Both racks of ribs, the one that was wrapped and the one that was unwrapped, are in there and they are looking great. Let's go ahead and open them up and take a look at them here. These ribs that were unwrapped are just rolling right along and they're doing good. When I last checked the temperature, they were at about 182, so they still have a good 10 degrees to go. These ones that were wrapped were slightly higher at 184. Now that is kind of high for this step, but wrapping the ribs really accelerates the cooking process. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use some of my favorite store-bought barbecue sauce to get those glazed up. Go ahead and flip them over. And we're just going to put a light coat of glaze right across the bottom. Remember, there's not a lot of meat on the bottom. Just like we season the bottom lightly, we also coat the barbecue sauce lightly. And there we go. That's a pretty light coat. Let's put just a little bit on the edges there. Go ahead and flip that over. One of the main indicators of how close to done they are is when you see the bones stick out. When those bones come out, that's how you know that it's just about done. Let's go ahead and get some barbecue sauce on the top. Now on this side, we're really going to hit it pretty good. Now we've got pretty much what I would consider the minimum on here, but we do just want a light glaze. We don't want it like really super thick. However, if you like it that way, that's fine. I'm just trying to add light glaze to it and give it that barbecue sauce taste. Let's go ahead and close that up. Now, that barbecue sauce is going to need to cook for anywhere between 20 and 30 minutes to get a good setup. If you like yours to have a little bit of a char or a caramelized taste, then you're going to want to hit it with either a little bit of flame, or you can put it on your propane grill or underneath your broiler rack in your oven for about 2 minutes. 3 minutes tops. You don't want it to burn because that'll actually ruin all the hard work that you've done. Let's go ahead and give this some time to set up. That should be about 20 minutes and only 1 second for you. The barbecue sauce has had time to set and the other rack of ribs is ready to move. So let's go ahead and open that up. And here I have a dry cooler. Gonna get out a nice piece of foil here. About the same size as the last one, just a little bit bigger than the ribs. Gonna grab these ones, set them in here. Gonna fold it over just a little bit bigger. I don't want it to rip. Like that, and then just like that and like that. We don't need to overthink this. We just need a nice package to put these in. Set this down there. And then another piece for the other rack. Those ones are just slightly higher in temperature, so they're a little softer. And just like that, and in the cooler. I'm going to go ahead and close the lid in the cooler and let them sit there for 15 minutes. So I will be right back for you in 1 second. We are back, and it is time to go ahead and pull those ribs out. We're just going to go ahead and take the ones off the top first. These ones here are the sauced ones that were wrapped in the foil. Set that down right there. Now what I like to do is I like to use a long, sharp knife, and this is my brisket slicing knife. Also works great for ribs when you're looking for a really good straight cut. A regular boning knife will work just fine also. First thing I like to do is I like to take it and flip it over. I'm going to go ahead and take a couple of cuts here. Go right in here. You can see how good that looks. And look at that smoke ring. That looks absolutely amazing. Let's go ahead and try it. So moist and tasty. That is absolutely great. I'm really looking forward to the other one. This is a little softer than my favorite, but you can see we still are pretty firm and not mushy. I am not a mushy meat person, and this is what I got with that. If you wrap it for too long during the cooking process, it will get mushy. I'm going to take one more bite, and then we're going to move on. Go ahead and set these to the side for now. Before I cut that, I want you to get a good look at it. That looks pretty good. Gonna flip that back over. Do the same thing. I'm actually gonna spin it around here so I cut it the exact same way. We'll go right here. Now look at that. You can see that smoke ring is a lot larger on this one than it is on the other one. A smoke ring is not indicative of flavor, but it does tell you that you're getting a lot of that smoke in there and a lot of that reaction. Let's go ahead and give it a bite. That is absolutely my favorite consistency. Not mushy at all. Comes right off. It's not chewy, but firm. So I really like that. And I'm going to just push on that a little bit so you can see. And then I'm going to take another bite. Take a look at the end there. And you can see that smoke ring all the way through the middle. That is great. And I love the amount of seasoning. I think I really nailed it this time. If you want your ribs more seasoned, you can always add a little bit in the end process. Also, a little bit of pepper or something else won't hurt either. And that goes to add seasoning with the barbecue sauce ones also, because once you put the sauce down, if you put a light coating of seasoning across the top, it will stick really well. Now that I've done this, I want to show you one more thing here, and this is what we call a Hollywood cut. So now I'm going to take this rib and cut as close to the bone as I can. And this might not be the best knife for this cut. You can see I got this really thin, so there's hardly any meat on that rib. And then we'll follow this rib right here. And look at this big, huge rib. I want you to see how big that cut is. That's what we call a Hollywood cut. And if you're doing a competition, you're probably going to cut it like this and toss the other ribs to the side or feed them to the cook. All right. So I think we pretty much covered everything we want to cover here. Now, again, you know, you can serve these up with a side of barbecue sauce. That's what I like to do. A little small dish or a small saucer with a couple of different flavors of barbecue sauce, and let your guests add their favorite level of spice to their ribs as they prefer. Give them a sweet, give them a mild, give them a spicy, and let them go to it. So that wraps up the finishing video. Now, if you want to go back and check any of the other ones, you'll find the links up here. If you want to check out all of my rib cooks, I'm going to put the playlist right here, and the next video you're going to see right here is going to be the tips video, which is things that we talked about through the series of this whole 3 videos. So thanks again for watching. Have a great day.